Senior, President of the Republic of Liberia, has asked me to convey to you his warmest greetings. First of all, to our brave people, our traditional leaders, our elders, our mothers, sisters, and daughters, young people in the counties of Grand Jide, Grand Cru, Sino, River G, and Maryland. The President has asked me to convey to you his warm greetings and his deep gratitude for the trust you've placed in him, which he will honor against all odds. He has instructed me to say that his long-planned visit is being maintained, and sending me to you is only a prelude to that visit. On behalf of the President, I am here in the company of our partners, my colleague from the United Nations system, with whom we have agreed to come and celebrate United Nations Day. As a founding member of the United Nations, Liberia attaches significant importance to this day of celebration, but also to reflect on the impact of the United Nations presence and action in the country. 79 years ago, when Liberia and other nations of the world founded the United Nations at the end of the Second World War, our vision and hope was to contribute to building the foundations of lasting peace for all, as well as socioeconomic development, the face of which today is none other than the Sustainable Development Goals. Liberia has a long history of cooperation with the United Nations system. This cooperation has so far been mutually beneficial. However, more must be done to accelerate progress and ensure sustainable development. As a founding member state, Liberia has the legitimate pride of having participated in peacekeeping under the banner of the United Nations in Africa and elsewhere. Our position within the General Assembly has always been that the world should be a more peaceful, fairer, and more supportive, and that it should contribute to the legitimate well-being of the world's populations. When Liberia, through the vicissitudes of life, in return for its steadfast commitment to the system, had to host a peacekeeping mission for 14 years, the people and communities benefited from this cooperation by taking full and complete control of their own destiny. 6 years after the withdrawal of this mission, Liberia has its full and total responsibilities with the appreciable and appreciated support and multilateral cooperation of the United Nations system. Succeeded in its second smooth democratic transition after the war, thanks to the determination of its people, its traditional leaders, its women, and its young people to consolidate what we hold most dear, peace and stability. Our legitimate aspirations on the part of our partners, particularly the UN Nations system, is to support us in working for the betterment of our communities. By agreeing to come together to celebrate United Nations Day here in Zwedru, and by combining this celebration with the opening of the first hub of the United Nations agencies, we expect that this convergence of action will lead to greater effectiveness and wider impact on our communities, particularly beyond the United Nations. President Joseph Boakai's vision and priorities are unambiguous. They are already explicit and detailed in the arrest agenda. And in a short while, the new strategic plan, AAID, the arrest agenda for inclusive development. The plan that the President will be presenting to our people will be ready. We dare to hope that the cooperation framework that will be signed with the United Nations system
exclusively aimed at achieving the President's objectives and vision. We dare to hope that the hub of all the United Nations agencies will be an active operational phase with real and continuous impact for the good of our population. I would like to take this opportunity to wish you a happy
celebration. I would like to take this opportunity to wish you a happy celebration of our United Nations Day here in Zwedru and a happy first United Nations hub. Let's continue to love Liberia, think Liberia, and build Liberia. God bless.
Minister of Education of the Republic of Liberia, representing Jose here at the official launch of the UN hub in Zwedru.
A hand of applause is our minister. You may have a seat,
Don't forget CashAPP.
If this happened, that would be only, I would say we should go for 2 more hours. But unfortunately, it was not planned. So at this time, I would like to invite to the podium the representative of UNICEF for the closing remarks. Welcome.
So that's all we have time for.
Honorable Minister of Education, designated representative of the President of Liberia,
Subscribe to
Honorable Minister of Internal Affairs, representative of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, our Superintendent of Revenue County, Resident Representative of the United Nations System, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and girls and boys. I want to put a special accent on the girls and boys, you know? Not only because I'm from UNICEF, but because we're really celebrating you and the communities here. When we listen to Tina, I really want to congratulate the government of Liberia. Since I got here, there's hardly any event I go to where not only the children are in the room, but